Point of order, Ashabir.
Sorry, Mr. Chair, the Scrutiny Week hearing has been shortened from the 90-minute hearing the committee had with the Minister of Health last year. I've received a letter from the Speaker about this, in which he says my expectation is that ministers will make themselves unreservedly available during Scrutiny Weeks to appear before committees. The changes to standing orders to improve financial scrutiny have been an important change, and a change agreed to by all members in the standing orders. So I move that we have a 90-minute hearing with the Minister.
Well, we have already agreed on a 60-minute meeting with the Minister.
So I move that we have a 90-minute hearing.
Yeah, she moved for that.
Yeah, we absolutely support that. We require more time, and 60 minutes is not sufficient.
Speakers, members are welcome to speak to that. Dr. Campbell?
We have previously addressed this and actually voted on it at a previous meeting. So we could go through those minutes to show that.
Cameron Luxton?
Yeah, we've also, I was about to reiterate what the co-chair has said, and also, we've had time to prepare for this meeting on 60 minutes being the basis, as the committee has previously voted on. I think we should continue with that.
Mr. Chair, can I propose that that you take really good timings to ensure that the opposition feel that they are able to interrogate their questions in a manner that they feel satisfied if we do it within
Yeah, and that was what I had indicated previously as well, that I would be very clear. And I also said that from the outset. The motion is that the meeting be extended from...
I move we have a 90-minute hearing.
90-minute hearing. The motion is that we have a 90-minute hearing. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
The motion is not carried.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Ashabir.
It's clear that the government members want a shorter time with the Minister in order to reduce our scrutiny time. And I move that the full 1 hour of this hearing be for questions solely from the opposition, so that the requirements of Speaker's Ruling 141/1 can be met.
That motion is moved. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.
No.
Motion is not carried. Minister.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for the opportunity to appear before the committee today to outline how Budget 2025 continues to deliver on our government's commitment to putting patients first and ensuring all New Zealanders have access to timely, quality healthcare. I'm here with the Director General of Health, Audrey Sison, and the Interim CEO of Health New Zealand, Dr. Dale Bramley. And we have other officials here as well present to answer questions. Budget 2025 continues our commitment to invest in healthcare with a record $7 billion increase in vote health operating funding over the forecast period. This includes an annual boost of $1.37 billion to Health New Zealand's baseline, bringing total health spending in 25-26 to $32.7 billion. This investment is not just large in scale, it is focused and deliberate, targeting the outcomes that matter most to patients. It supports our clear health targets, including shorter wait times for first special assessments and elective treatments, shorter stays in emergency departments, faster cancer treatment, and improving childhood immunisation rates. Since becoming Minister in January, we're proud to see early results that put patients first. The last quarter alone, more than 48,000 elective procedures and 167,000 first specialist assessments were completed. It's thousands of New Zealanders getting the healthcare that they need. Waitlists for elective procedures have also started to drop, meaning fewer people are waiting for care and more patients are being seen. This marks a meaningful step towards a patient-focused health system. There is more work to do, which is why we are delivering the elective boost, which between February and May has delivered over 9,500 additional elective procedures, with the majority being for patients who have been waiting longer than 4 months. Progress has also been made on first specialist assessments, with 102% of planned volumes being delivered in the year to March 2025. We're also seeing encouraging signs across our other health targets, which were removed under the previous government. People are spending less time in emergency departments, childhood immunisation rates are improving, and cancer patients are receiving their first treatments more quickly. That means more New Zealanders getting the care they need when they need it, which is key to putting patients first. Budget 2025 builds on this progress, with a significant uplift in funding for Health New Zealand to fund more planned key treatments, such as knee, hip, cataract operations, additional cancer treatments, inpatient admissions, and more investment into primary care as well, to take pressure off hospitals and ensure people can get the care they need closer to home. Budget 2025 also invests in our future. Over $1 billion in capital funding will go towards upgrading hospitals and facilities so that they're fit for purpose, safe, modern, and are able to meet the health needs of a growing and ageing population. We're also strengthening our GP clinics and health workforce with targeted initiatives, including 100 clinical placements for overseas trained doctors, recruitment incentives for up to 400 graduate nurses annually for 5 years, 100 additional doctor training places at our medical schools over the course of this government, 120 training places for nurse practitioners and GP clinics, and a $285 million funding boost for GP clinics over the next 3 years. We know that a strong primary care system is essential to getting our health back on track, and this budget makes it clear that we're committed to that goal. But we're under no illusions, there is a lot more work to do, and we're focused on addressing it.
Thank you, Minister. Point of order, Dr. Vera.
Okay, so before we hear the point of orders, that debacle at the start.
I mean, how else was it going to go?
Yeah, I mean, what did we expect? They like rushing through things, including select committee processes. 90 minutes too long, too much grilling, too many burns. They don't have the budget to, I don't know, pay for all Simeon Brown's burns after he gets grilled by everyone.
Oh yeah, no, the healthcare it couldn't help. It couldn't handle that. You know,
no,
it's just.
Oh no, I mean, put it this way. He could start getting frequent flyer miles at hospital, minimal hospital, depending where these burns happen at.
Yeah, look, the last thing we want during Scrutiny Week is more scrutiny. Okay, just it's not the point.
Oh, it's just amazing how it was like trying to shut down the scrutiny on it. Like that's just the part that really gets me. It's just like, you know, let's sit there and try and hide the scrutiny.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, Sam, that health advocates like doctors and stuff like that have advocated for a budget boost of $2 billion per annum just to keep the lights on, right? Nationals only put forward $1.37 billion. So if Simeon Brown gets too burnt, they can't afford to pay for his care. They can't do it. It's the same with all the ACC cuts too. They can't afford for him to take time off, so they have to reduce it down to 60 minutes.
I floated this today in Kiwi Pulse's chat, but I was just wondering myself. I was like, is the implementation and necessity of Scrutiny Week itself just a sort of self-admission that Parliament, the whole checks and balances there are just completely broken? Because isn't that the point of like the opposition and question time in general, is to completely just scrutinize the government?
Oh,
So-
who knows? I mean, that's the weird thing. In theory, yes, Scrutiny Week is meant to be about this. This is something that was pushed through by National from the last Parliament. And they're just making absolute mockery of things. I think the Scrutiny Week thing may have actually originated from the Antolli-Trevor Mallard speakership duo days, because there were changes that were made to Committee of the House that was in the lead up to it, and Antolli raved about how positive it was in a valedictory speech. One of the best moves she ever had was the Committee of the House having the questions and answers. And I wonder if that's possibly something that could be in that particular aspect. Was this a step to bring more of that in? And possibly that could have been after COVID. But obviously this current government doesn't seem to sit there and see Scrutiny Week as like, oh God, it's a farce we have to sit there and put on the map.
Yeah, basically every response is just either complete preachy monologue going off on some tangent, or it's just...
I mean, David
Labour
Seymour did that yesterday. Like, he literally was so condescending to the opposition. It was just like, what the hell?
Barb was on fire today, especially with a lot of her little quips.
Oh, we might have to go look at Barb and Nicola.
No, she was doing some good shit.
Yeah. So, should we see what the